Hello everyone, welcome to Flower Care. In this video, I will continue to share with you a new type of fertilizer that helps weakened orchids quickly recover and thrive. This is an orchid that is weakening. In overall observation, we see that most parts of the orchid have become wilted and shriveled due to severe water shortage. This is a distress signal emitted by the orchid, and we need to intervene quickly to implement timely rescue measures. Otherwise, the plant could easily die. I will take apart this old pot and check the substrate. Thus, most of the root system has dried up, become hollow, and no longer has any vitality. We need to remove the old substrate because it may be a source of disease contributing to the current condition of the plant, while also making it easier for us to observe and manage the root system. Please leave a comment to let me know which country you are from. It's amazing that we can chat with each other from all over the world. After removing the old substrate, I will use scissors to trim off the roots that have decayed or damaged, helping the plant eliminate any pathogens residing in them, preventing them from spreading to other parts. This will also help the plant concentrate its nutrients to develop new roots, and the plant will quickly recover. The wilted flowers like this should be cut off to help the plant save as much nutrients as possible and stimulate the growth of new flowers. The next step is to wash the orchid with clean water. You all wash thoroughly. This helps remove dirt and harmful bacteria for the plants. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit subscribe so you don't miss any orchid care tips. It's great to have you along on the journey. Next, I will use a soft cloth to gently wipe away any remaining droplets. This helps the plant completely eliminate any remaining bacteria. The leaves will become more ventilated, and the plant will photosynthesize better. Here I am using a jar. Flip the orchid over and then place it inside. Next, pour clean water in to soak the orchid leaves. When soaked in clean water, orchid leaves can absorb the necessary moisture, making the leaf tissue firm and shiny, reducing the occurrence of water loss and wrinkling. We soak the orchid in there for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we will take the orchid out. At this point, the cells in the leaves have been hydrated, thereby enhancing the plant's ability to photosynthesize and respire. Use a soft cloth to dry and completely remove the moisture left on the surface of the leaves. This environment is very conducive to the growth of fungi and bacteria if it remains damp for too long. Next, prepare 1 liter of clean water. The ingredient I will use is yeast for making bread. Men and bread help the orchid promote the recovery process and sprout new shoots, stimulating root development. We will add 1 teaspoon of yeast for making bread. Next, we will use honey. Honey is a natural nutrient rich in sugars, enzymes, and antibacterial compounds. When applied to orchids, it brings many significant benefits. Take 1 tablespoon of honey and put it into the mixture. Then stir well to mix the ingredients together again. To let the mixture rest for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, the honey, water, and yeast have dissolved into a liquid form. I will take it out to care for the orchid plant. Pour this nutrient into a jar. Next, soak the entire orchid plant in that nutrient solution for 25 minutes. The soaking process helps to remove dirt, bacteria, and insect eggs attached to the leaves, stems, and roots of the plants, thereby reducing the risk of infection. After 25 minutes, we will take the orchid out. The previous steps stimulated the leaves to be plump, the buds to sprout quickly, and the young roots to grow vigorously. Don't forget to dry the leaves and leaf axils after soaking to prevent water from pooling for too long, which can cause rot. If you encounter any difficulties while watching this video, please turn on the subtitles in the corner of the screen for more details or leave a comment, and I will help clarify your questions. Once we have completed all the previous steps, our climbing plant is ready to adapt to the new environment. The growing medium for my orchids will be pine bark. Pine bark is the best choice for orchid growing medium. Put larger pieces down first to help the substrate drain water, provide good aeration, and create ideal conditions for the roots to grow strong. Then plant the orchid. To stabilize the orchid, I will use a cutting stick to help the recovery process proceed more smoothly. Use the clip to attach to the edge of the leaf to avoid damaging the leaf. Add more pine bark to help the substrate be more stable. Thanks to the special structure of pine bark, the root system will have an ideal space to develop. In addition, pine bark also has antibacterial properties that help keep the substrate environment clean, allowing the plants to grow better. Adding a thin layer of moss on top of the substrate helps retain moisture and limit the situation of water evaporating too quickly. Directly irrigate nutrients into the substrate and the roots of the orchid plant. The nutrients contained in it help the new roots sprout more easily and allow the fine roots to grow thick and healthy. We soak it for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we take the plant out, and put it in a well-ventilated environment for the plant to grow. The remaining nutrients I will take out to care for other orchids in the garden. Pour that nutrient into a spray bottle. Then spray evenly on both sides of each leaf. This nutrient not only provides a quantity of beneficial microorganisms and B vitamins from yeast, but also adds natural sugars and enzymes from honey, helping the leaves absorb energy quickly. As a result, the surface of the leaves becomes shiny, thick green, and enhances the photosynthesis ability. Besides applying it to the leaves, we can also water it directly onto the roots and substrate. The amount of microorganisms in the bread yeast helps stimulate the development of young roots, increasing nutrient absorption capacity. Then we will lift the tree out. Don't forget to wash off the remaining fertilizer on the leaves to prevent rotting. You should perform this process every 2 weeks to help the plant grow in the best conditions. On regular days, if the substrate is dry, you just need to mist it for hydration. During this period, we should place the plants in a well-ventilated area with plenty of light for the best growth. After 1 month, the color of the orchid has changed distinctly. The wilted leaves have become watered and more vibrant. The good news is that the tree has grown a new shoot, indicating that its vitality has been restored and is undergoing very positive changes. In the root area, many healthy, green-white fibrous roots appear, indicating that the plant absorbs nutrients very well. The old roots have deeply penetrated into the substrate to absorb and provide the necessary nutrients for the plant's growth. Previously, the tree was weakened. After a month of proper care, the tree will gradually recover, with the trunk and leaves full of vitality, laying a solid foundation to enter the flowering stage or develop stable in the long term. Here I have added nutritional yeast with honey to continue caring for the plant. Pour those nutrients into a bottle. Use the foliar fertilization method to take care of the plants. This method allows the plants to absorb nutrients directly through the leaves to nourish the plants, promoting rapid growth. At the same time, the thin layer of solution covering the leaves also has a mild antibacterial effect, inhibits fungal diseases, and reduces the incidence of leaf spots or soft rot. The remaining nutrients will be watered into the roots and the substrate. Thanks to the mild antibacterial properties of honey, it helps limit diseases and fungi in the substrate, keeping the root environment clean and stable. Thanks to the mild antibacterial properties of honey, it helps limit diseases and fungi in the substrate, keeping the root environment clean and stable. After 2 months of persistent care with nutrients, the orchid will reach a stable growth stage and show many outstanding signs. The leaves become thick, taut, and a healthy dark green, indicating high photosynthetic capacity. The sapling that was still small a month ago has now developed into a sturdy leaf reaching straight up. At this moment, the root system is very prosperous, with fine roots growing densely. The tips of the roots are green and shiny, firmly attached and weaving throughout the substrate. The entire tree now has a vibrant appearance, high resistance, low risk of disease, and is ready to enter a stage of strong growth or produce colorful flowers. Hopefully, with perseverance and proper care, you will have more healthy and blooming orchids in your small garden. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that I have more motivation to share more good techniques on growing and caring for orchids. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.